Oh, I forgot. So I was just writing in my description. It was really weird when I got to the courthouse. Like I said, it's a small town, but it was just strange. I'm walking in and I see Ray, and that's the township guy. I've told you guys about him. I made friends with him after this all happened. He is the, or I don't know, was then, the son-in-law of Dominic. And Dominic was all I heard about all the time. Dominic was a good friend of Don's. So he had passed away a couple years ago, and that's how he knows him. But Ray is also, the big township guy in town. He gives you, I think, like the permits and the licenses, and in with the food inspectors, health inspectors. A good guy, and he's very, very nice. So he's walking in, and I see him, and I'm like, "Hi, Ray," and he's like, "Hey," and he's like, "Are you in trouble?" And like, I'm like, no, it's not that. I was like, it's the house, And he seemed like he was going to help and stuff, and upset, and he was like, "What's going on?" So I really didn't have time, because then Bart seen me and walked up and started to talk to me about the co-signing stuff. But as I'm walking in and I turn around from talking to Ray, before I even see the landlord, I see the landlord, Steve, standing there, the store landlord. And I'm like, "Steve," he's like, "Are you here for me?" And I'm like, "No, it's not my debt." But I was like, "No," I'm like, it's the house and stuff. So he's just there for one of his other tenants and stuff. But then he started talking to me about Tony, and he's not making much sense, with all this back rent that I owe. It's not my debt. He already took me to court for that. That judge said no and stuff, that he didn't show up, and that it wasn't my debt anyway, and this and that. And then I was saying, like, morally about the past couple months, that's fine, that I was here and stuff. But that was going to be worked out, like I said, in the inventory, because I was going to sell it, and then he told me not to sell it. So that was $4,000 right there. And then he was saying, well, the inventory was mine, so you couldn't sell it because mine. I'm like, it's not yours. I only owe you $4,000. Usually the landlord will take the inventory as in debt of what a person owes. So if Don wasn't here, no one was here after Don passed, everything would have been his. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. But no, that's not how it happened, and I could have gotten the money myself to give to you. So he even shut down once somebody chimed in and was like, "Yeah, that doesn't sound right, Steve." But then we found out that everything was in Earl's name, so then the whole situation changed. So then it was like, okay, well, maybe Earl could claim the inventory and stuff, but no, because I have all the receipts, I have the people that went there with them, I have proof of everything. So there's that, and also that Earl had nothing to do with this business. That's my second proof in lots of ways. So Earl can play that card. So the whole thing was, Tony's fine. It wasn't about Tony, it was about me. And then he started being smart about Tony, and I was like, no, Tony is fine, okay? He's my partner now, and we will do what we're doing. So I got that handled, and then he's just making sense. He's chasing money that technically he can't get in any way. That's why he's not taking me to court or anybody else to court, because he would have already. It's a big mess. But as a good person that I am, I just want him to have the money that from when he let me stay here. I mean, that he could have did a bunch of things, and he didn't, and I really, really appreciated that. So I'm not going to leave him high and dry either. I'll figure that out with him. I'm not going to do what I was going to do, obviously, because Tony needs that, and so that's him and I now. But I will figure something out and do something with him. Payment plan, I guess, because, or I have some stuff at home, different things I'm selling. My crystal. I love my crystal. It's all old antiques, great grandma type of stuff. Not mine, but things that are really special, that if I have to let go of, I'll let go of, like really cool decanters and stuff. It's all real crystal, special things. So, I'll figure something out and get him his money or other things. Um, so, but I just didn't really, I don't know. He wasn't being mean or anything. He's my friend, but I'm just confused about the whole money situation. One person tells me this, and then it's fine, and then it's not. And I offered him to give him the money when he was here, when we all signed a lease for this place, and he said no. So I don't know. I don't know what he wants from me, but he is a really good guy. He's very nice, and he's my friend. I've known him a long time. So, I'll make sure he gets his. But that was just crazy. Oh, that was the whole point of this video. The whole crew, my whole crew, the whole town was at this little tiny courthouse, and I was surprised to see him. He always has this big smile on his face. He's like, Dana, and I'm like, yeah. So, but then he was talking to my landlord and stuff. I don't think he knew Bart, but Ray knew Bart, and then another guy came in that knew Bart, and then Ray knows him. So it's like all four guys and little old me in the middle, and everyone's shaking hands. So I guess I'm with the best of them now. It's good to just be a good, nice person, and then you meet good, nice people that'll help you out when you're in a bind. That's what I've learned in life. You do things the right way, then you have people behind you when you need them. So that's that. It was just a little confusing about the inventory. I don't know. But that's not it. So, because I got to calculate what I actually owe, and Don bounced his checks, but that was with Earl. I think I already told you guys all about that. And then that ended up being Earl because it was Earl's checks, Earl's signature. That's between them. They had that business. I stepped foot in here in January, and that's why I say that. And obviously there's proof of it with my videos and stuff. I'm not trying to hide anything or do anything from anybody, So I just say what it is, and I'm truthful. But so that's from, yes, January. Yeah, he had the heart attack at the end of December. So January to now. And I'll take care of that. But I just thought it was so funny that the whole town was in this courthouse. I'm like, well, this can't be good, though, too. Why is everybody at the courthouse? I guess nobody's being honest, or stuff is going on. I heard Steve talking about cats, so I guess maybe they had a bunch of cats. I hope he doesn't evict someone because of that. You gotta love the cats. Tony said he doesn't like cats either. I just love one. I like cats because I have outside ones, and then I have my special Siamese one. I've always had exotic special cats. I had an Oriental short hair. She was $900 a long time ago. She was beautiful. So I have my special Siamese, and then there's Little Bear. He's just a regular black cat. He is Girl Cat's baby, which was my Persian's baby. Girl Cat's the striped tabby that lives outside, but she is half Persian, so she's got big weird eyes, and she looks silly, but with the stripes. So she pretty much stays outside, but she had Little Bear, and that's mixed with a half tabby, half bobcatty. So he's just a regular black cat, but he stole my heart. I have not loved an animal like I love this cat in years. I just don't let myself get close anymore. Years and years ago, I stopped letting myself get close to animals or people. You lose too much, and then you got to become numb to it. But I just love this cat. I think it was because I was pregnant too. So the whole time I was pregnant with my baby for Amber and Jay, I had to keep telling myself it's not my baby, it's not my baby. So I was babying this little teeny kitten, and then as my bump got bigger, he got bigger, and he would lay on it, treat him like a baby, and just hold him all day and night, because couldn't really do much with my blood pressure, so I had to stay down. So he was just with me 24/7. So it's the most lovable boy, and he's so smart, and he's like a dog, and it's really cool. So I ended up just being real attached to this cat. I love him like a child. I get that now. Like, Amber loves her dogs like kids. She always did. And it's like, I get it now. People used to do that. I always thought it was kind of silly. You know, it's an animal, but it's not. It's really not. So that's that. So I think that's why the bond with him is so special. Um, what's it called? Like transference. I think that's what it is. That's what I did with Little Bear from the baby. And I couldn't say that to Amber, like when she was saying I couldn't take him if we had to live with her. You know, I couldn't say that to her and make her feel bad and stuff. But, you know, that's why I was kind of upset about that and fighting really hard so I didn't have to lose the animals, and man didn't have to lose the animals either, because that was just another thing that we'd be losing, you know. So that's that about everything today. I don't think I'm forgetting anything else. I can't believe I forgot that for the first video, because that was just so funny. It's just weird. It's weird to even go anywhere where someone knows me, you know, after I was in the house for 8 years, never leaving or talking to people. My anxiety is getting much better, though. I've noticed that too lately. Like, if I'm walking, like the guys that are fixing the house across the street, when I just left the house, I was just like, hey, you doing a good job over there? And talking to them. I've never talked to people like that before, eyes down. All right, guys, I will see you next time. Take care and be safe.